Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You get some movement at the...
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Pratt. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Arkansas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop pig.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the catch. It's Isaac. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Fires deep on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Back to pass. He unleashes a long one. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the... Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a...
Threads it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Hunt. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. And the returner goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hogue. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Off the play fake on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fakes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunt. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran him, breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Handoff from the gun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adapted. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the line after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Still running at the 40. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Glover. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try to get outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Back to pass. It's Locklear. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking for a productive play on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.